in today's video we're going to take a look at the 8 foot by 4 foot section, which is the Docklands and the Dock City as I call it on my layout. This will be the first section that I work on now, reworking the block detection, and this is going to take one Arduino Nano I think at the moment, which will work just those 8 blocks. So the first block section is platform 1 as I call it, the Docklands. So this block stretches from here all the way to here. This will have mixed traffic, so it will have some passenger locos as well as freight coming into this platform. Obviously there's still lots of work to do in this area because, you know, I've taken a rest from designing buildings and everything else. The next section or block section is this section here, which I call the Docklands Platform 2. Again, mixed goods, you know, passenger and whatnot. Obviously here this will be more different infrastructure buildings. Here you can see the replication I've done. It sort of reminds me of the Liverpool docks. The next section is this section here, and this is what I call the Dockland siding. So obviously we've got a small docks here which will be supporting of freight. I don't think any passenger trains are going to come into here, but obviously we have got the brewery, so that's going to have lots of freight coming in and out. There is road access to there going that way, and then we also have a block section which is here. So these turnouts here are not actual crossovers as such, because this allows me to have trains moving backwards and forwards in here, doing a bit of shunting, as well as trains coming around from here, from the Peel section into this section here, and this is what I call the Docklands approach. So that is that section of the layout. This section here, just behind the brewery and in front of the shops, does include this turnout, because I cut the blocks off here and here. Because I use scripting, this is the way I'm going to do it. Obviously you should really put your turnouts in our own blocks, but I don't want to do that. It's going to add more costs and I feel it's not needed by using scripting. So in this section here we've got 3 blocks. This is here is going to be basically, I was going to use it as a programming track. I might just have a single loco moving up and down, shunting on it, because it can go into what I call my Princeton engine shed. So this here is what I call Dock City Platform 1. And then this one here, I would call it, it was going to have a platform at one point. It has got a loading bay in here, which you can't see. But that is going to be, I'll call it for now, Dock City Platform 2. So those blocks finish here, both of them. Then we have a third block, which is this here, which I call the Dock City approach. So that goes from this section here and includes this turnout, so the blocks finish here. So that makes up the 8 blocks that I've got in this section. So as I say, there's still quite a bit of work to do scenic wise in this area, as well as within this section here. But hopefully this has given you an insight of what I am trying to achieve. So this section here will require 2 more nodes for controlling the turnouts, signalling and spot detection. Now these will be producer and consumer combined nodes, which may use the ESP32 with the MCP23017 expander units. The number of infrared spot detections in this section of the Dockland is going to be 8, and in the Dock City section over there, there's going to be 6. So currently there are no signals installed at this point of the project, so they will need to protect the 3 turnouts. I plan to add some 2-aspect ground signals in this area in the future. So here you can see I've already removed a lot of the Merg block current detectors. I've just got this last DTC8 to remove, and then I'm going to resort out the DCCX command station, which I'll put the new control version of the software on it to allow me to have the 2 what I call districts. Anyway, I'm going to call this a wrap for this video. Hopefully it gives you an insight of what I'm going to be doing over the next few days. Hopefully some more work will be completed before the new year.